Merica! My name is Michaela Nestor, reporting to you live from Channel 6 News Studio. I'm joined with world-known journalists Cindy Hartford and Gracie Dearmeyer.
Go back all the way to the 1890s and talk about muckrakers. Breakers, my bad. You might not be familiar with the term, but a more common word used for it is now journalists. Right? Yep, journalists. Right. Muckrakers are journalists, like expose society's flaws and wrongs. Alright. There are many famous muckrakers today. Here to talk about one very important one is Sydney.
Thank you, Gracie.
You're welcome.
Now, as she stated, muckrakers are just regular people, journalists, that expose flaws in today's society. One of those people is Dr. Hunter S. Thompson. You may be thinking, well, why is he so important? Well, he's an American journalist and an author who is internationally known for the publication of Hell's Angels. He stayed with them for about a year and wrote about them. And he soon practically became one of them. And also, he's known for his works. He's a famous writer for The Kentucky Derby, is Decadent and Depraved, and it is written in the gonzo journalism, which is the style that Thompson is known for. One of his works is a novel called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, a savage journey to the heart of the American dream. As non-important as he sounds, he's also involved in writing with the famous Rolling Stone magazine. But as intelligent as he sounds, he lived a rebellious life, didn't he? He didn't graduate from high school and was known for his lifelong use of drugs and alcohol. He also ended up for jail for 60 days for robbery. But soon he complained of being too famous that he stopped doing interviews overall. And his life was cut short when he died February 20th, 2005 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But his legacy lives on with his gonzo journalism and his works and his need to expose America's hypocrisy. Back to you, Gracie.
Wow. What a life he lived. That's
He did.
crazy.
He lived a life that was very crazy.
Now you have a good overlook of what a muckraker is. You might be thinking, I've never even heard of this person. What did muckrakers do that was so important? Michaela is right here with early information of muckraker reform from the mid-1900s.
Thanks, Gracie.
You are also welcome.
You know, muckrakers have made a lot of changes in society. Go back August 18th, 1920, when women were given the right to vote, famously known as the 19th Amendment. Word for word in the United States Constitution is the right of citizens of the U.S. to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the U.S. or by any state on account of gender. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. What this means is every legal citizen is allowed to vote regardless of your gender, pointing this toward females in particular. This woman who founded the amendment was Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cody in 1878, but it was set on a shelf for 42 years before ratification.
Wait.
Ohio is the sixth state to ratify this amendment. On June 16th of 1999, many muckrakers and other people publicized this idea to make it an amendment without anyone standing up and asking why women weren't allowed to vote. Women would have no suffrage, which shows how greatly muckrakers impacted the 1900s, but also today.
Today we're here with Shelby, and we're here to talk about the 19th Amendment. So, Shelby, do you know what the 19th Amendment is?
Yes, it's women's right to vote.
How do you feel about that?
I feel that it was a good thing.
Now, why do you think it was a good thing?
Because without women's right to vote, we wouldn't be where we are today in society.
Why is that?
Because it would be sexist.
You still think it'd be a sexist community?
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
That's a good answer. Right. Even though the term muckrakers isn't exactly used today, they impacted today's society and a lot back then. But maybe not all the way. There's still a lot of flaws in today's society.
That's right, Sydney. Some people at home could probably name off a couple things wrong with society. Almost 80,000 of those people would say animal cruelty is a big issue. Here to talk about that subject is Gracie Deermeyer.
We have seen people frequently convicted of abuse or neglect of an animal sentenced little to no punishment. This has a lot of people today outraged. Some say if the state of Ohio had a report card, we would receive all Fs for protecting our animals and punishing those who abuse them. In most cases, the accused face only misdemeanor charges if they're charged at all. Do punishments fit the crime? That's what we're here to find out. Authorities say that in eastern Ohio, more than 200 dogs, cats, horses, and other animals were left to die. That's really upsetting.
That's sad.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room.
Not a pet owner or just really don't care about animals, think about this. Often, a third party involved in these cases, one that everyone cares about. Children. Okay. Studies show a person who abuses or neglects an animal is 5 times more likely to abuse a child. These are the hard realities we have to face when it comes to the truth behind society. You heard it first.
That is really crazy because I feel like that could change the fact that all animals are abused. There could be a lot of things done. Couldn't there?
There could have been.
Even though there are
Because
some things done, I feel like there could be more.
the Muckrakers back there never really knew anything about child and animal abuse because it wasn't such a big deal back then.
It wasn't of their concern. It was more the government and what they saw and how they were involved and stuff like that. So.
Today we are joined here with Hunter John.
He's
And
going to talk briefly about animal cruelty. Alright, what do you do for a living, Hunter John?
Hunt.
Awesome. Okay.
Hunts mammal.
How do you feel about animal cruelty?
Well, there's a limit that cross line yet there's appropriate.
Do you think you're hunting animals as your career is a part of animal cruelty?
Do you feel like hunting is like animal cruelty?
Not really, because it's going to kill me out.
Yeah.
So
But- Do you think that the percentage of animal cruelty has increased or decreased
Over time.
from today till back then?
I think it increased because people are just crazy.
Alright, well thank you, Hunter John.
Thanks.
Oh, the toilet paper.
And how do you feel about that?
Why do you scream at our friends?
Why do you jack up the whole entire video? Good.
Do it. I'm serious. I don't want to stand out here forever.
Be in the background. I can't.
Just do it.
Okay.
What is that?
These are the hard realities.
What are the hard realities we have to face when it comes to truth behind society?
Do it again.
Now.
These are the hard realities we have.
Got it. I'm okay. I'm serious. I can't even talk right now.
The hard real out.
So do you think we would have invented
I was
it
trying to
when-
make a point over here, and you just interrupted.
She's gonna. So depressing.
I'm cutting that out. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're gonna scream at me for putting that in the video.
You can't say anything.
I swear, I've been on this paragraph for like 5 hours. I'm really bad at looking up and reading.
Go, Grace.
I'm saying, just go. Just go.
Really.
See,
Go
if
on.
we were in my house, we could throw
In
my
most
cat.
cases.
Cindy, it's not even 11 yet.
I knew right now we're gonna get an F because this sucker sucks.
Anyway.
Just saying. Citizens of the U.S. Son of a
God.
You hear this?